And we're back. So, where we last left off, initiative roll.
Oh.
My highest is a 19, guys.
Not me.
Nope.
Mr. Red.
I also have a 19.
Ah, +2 to Dex.
Also +2.
Ah, re-roll, just the two of you. 11.
15.
You guys go first. You can see what looks like about 30 feet back from you, Minister Poppinstool in the center of what looks like 5 other dwarflings. So that each of these dwarflings has what looks like a sickle whip and a sling staff on them. None of them have what looks like the garb or anything like that, but you can see some of them have some short swords, some of them have some daggers.
All right.
Zach is just gonna shake his head. He's like, "You stupid fucking bastard."
You watch as Wuda sits up back on like the thorn or the what do you call it? The benches that are kind of makeshift made out of the roots here, and like kind of sits up and just starts kind of chuckling at this. And you see as Zuir just kind of like sidesteps a little bit to the right. You see as Panskar just kind of just starts chuckling as well a little bit. And you can see that Panskar just says, "Well, wouldn't want to kill a minister. Better play this smart," as he starts walking away.
I'm not in the mood for this shit.
Neither am I. Yeah,
I'm gonna make
good.
some components.
Same.
Did I find somebody to get some beer from?
As you arrive and start talking to some of the dagger hearts that you know that you've played for before, they definitely offer you some beer, saying, "Oh, it's Lobster Claw."
No, I'm trying to not be Lobster Claw. I'm still in my Ewok suit.
Oh, yeah, they have no idea who you are. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Let's see how that goes. I'm looking for about a 14.
I am not Lobster Claw right now. But I'm not Lobster Claw.
Damn, 12.
Oh, you're struggling to get anyone to give you some brew. You can see as they just get tell you like, "Get out of here, you hairy shorty."
But I'm gonna pull out like 5 copper.
Okay, you can take one more stab at it.
Oh yeah, that's 18.
Eventually, after asking around for a little bit, you finally wise up and all right, maybe I should just pay for it. And you instantly are easily able to get drinks with, roll a d4 for me. Just a second though. Okay, good.
1.
1. Yeah, dagger hearts, unfortunately. So, I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah, the dagger hearts. Yeah. That's who I put as 1. Yeah, a couple of guys that you have played for before, that they don't recognize you, but they're just drinking with you and asking you what you thought of the fights. As this is happening, you hear a loud slurring "Kill him!" And you can see what looks like one of the ministers from Meadowhip and 5 dwarflings that are next to him, about 60 feet away from you. You can see he's throwing a spear towards what looks like, Zakin and Birkin that are in front of Panskar, Wuda, and Zuir. You can see Kroll's about 20 feet away from them, just kind of paying attention. But you notice that, instantly. And it is your guys' go.
Yeah, so Virkin's gonna make some vocal and somatic components, and you guys have seen this pretty frequently, but his eyes are going to start to glow with a black energy as he starts to whisper some words under his breath. He's just gonna reach out and touch the ground and make a ghostly skeletal hand come up next to the minister and attack the minister.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that'll probably miss. That's only a 9.
You watch as this guy hicks up, and as he leans forward, the hand tries to reach at the neck and just misses. You and that ability, dude. What is up with how often you miss that?
You won't be so lucky next time.
Yeah, Zach is also going to be some verbal and somatic components, and he's going to put out one of his gauntlets and fire a ray of frost from it at the minister.
All right.
It's a 19.
Hits.
2 frost damage.
You will see as one of the people next to him puts his sickle whip out in front and just he watches it doesn't even touch the minister.
Wonderful.
Seems annoying. Seems like what Kroll does.
Well, that's all I can do.
Both of us.
All right.
Yep. I'm gonna move.
You're 35 feet from the minister.
Yeah.
You're kind of equidistant between them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move within 15 feet
Of?
of the minister.
Okay. Yep. Easily able to do so.
Yeah, just kind of sit there.
Ready in action. Or actually, I'm going to move 10 feet, have my glaive, and ready in action.
Okay, gotcha. What are you ready?
An attack.
All right, gotcha. Oh, back to this one. This is the right one. All right. It's up to you. Yeah.
I'm just
Keeping out of it?
5 silver on these little guys.
You watch as someone's like, I'll take that bet. Wait, and you watch as someone else like, which little guys?
Right.
I'm gonna point to them, of course, these guys.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, someone like shakes your hand and takes you on that bet.
All right.
And then, Tarfy's going to... He'd probably do the same. He'd probably get within range and then hold an action to see what they do. Right? That'd be bad at mine.
Actually, he'll probably just like stay out of this.
Oh.
He'll probably just like be like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah.
Okay.
Same with Olgan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Olgan's probably not going to be involved
And
in this
Rudy
either.
probably.
Rudy's celebrating, dude. He's drinking with. He's already drinking with other people. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure people are buying them drinks and stuff.
You guys see as these 5 guys start to move, and as they move, you can see that two weapon attacks. Yeah, they'll move up, and it looks like they're going to move past you. It looks like they're going after Zakin.
Okay, so they're moving and leaving him.
You have opportunity attacks. I'll just say that.
Well, no. I want to target...
Minister Poppinstool is staying put.
right, exactly.
Yeah, you can see 2 guys are staying to the left and right of him,
Oh, okay.
and you can see 3 other guys are moving forward.
Okay, yeah, I'll let them move forward.
Okay, so they move past you.
Yep.
They get up to you. I said they were 30 feet away, but I think I'm going to do this to make it a little bit more just fair, just so that way it's not an automatic up to you. I think I'm going to times this by 10. That's how far they are from you. Never mind. So, all right. So they easily get up to you, and you can see that it looks like they are grabbing out their sling staffs, and you get the sensation like you could see. Make an investigation check as it's happening.
Natural 1.
All right, that's a 12 plus 5 to hit you. That's a 17, Colin.
Doesn't work.
Misses. I gotcha. And that is a 17 and a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Both missing. You'll see as a third dude comes up this way. And misses you once again. So you guys go?
Okay, and then after that, I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna hit the minister.
Okay.
There are 3 guys next to us.
Yep.
17 to hit him.
17 hits him.
6 points.
You see as one person next to him just once again reaches out what looks like his sickle or a sling staff and just interposes between it, and you watch as you don't even touch the minister. And you're gonna see as the other one grabs a sickle whip and whips it at you.
The one that used his reaction the last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
17 plus 5 at 22.
Yeah, it hits.
And that is 7 points of slashing.
Alright, okay, so from 26 down to 19.
Your guys go?
Would the 3 that are near us be within a 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're also
Yeah.
surrounding him.
Okay. So it's not possible to hit them with an AoE without hitting him.
Absolutely not. Realistically, I should have given them flanking. I was just being kind of nice.
I'll go up to one of them and flank with you, I guess. And I will make an attack.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I am going to make some verbal and somatic components, and this time I'm going to emit a wave of twilight-like energy and direct it at the minister. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, it's cocked. Sorry.
Needs to beat a 14.
13.
Fails. All right, he takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and next time he makes a wisdom save, it's a negative d4 to that.
All right. And I'm assuming hit with a 24.
Absolutely.
And did
Who are you attacking?
any of the ones that is adjacent to him that
Gotcha.
I can flank with.
Okay.
6 magical piercing.
6 magical piercing. You can see as you stab with the dagger, I'm assuming. One that's standing right behind him reaches out around him and goes to try and hit you with the whip.
Okay.
It's a 17.
Ooh, that just hits.
And that is 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I do 7 damage to the minister.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me pull up the Dwarfling Commoner. I don't think that's enough to drop him. But he does look certainly hurt.
We could stop these now.
Make a persuasion check.
That's a 13.
All right, it is enough to drop him. So, that's exactly the amount. As you say that, and you can see as this just boom, this twilight just emits off of him, and you can see as he kind of starts bleeding from the nose and passing out. See as one of the guys like goes to like lift him up, and you watch just like stop, no more. Ugh. You watch as he does so, he starts to like throw up and hurl, and it looks like he's just commanding these dudes to get him out of here.
Are we letting them go? Or we let them go?
He's learned his lesson. It's good enough for me. I don't care. I'd rather be done with him.
You see as the guys that are surrounding you go to put their sickle whips and their sling staffs away.
I'll spit towards one of them and put
Yeah.
my dagger away.
Draw me again without him, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You watch as they just like scoff and start to walk away.
Ha! Where's my 5 silver?
You watch as someone hands you over 5 silver. You watch as someone hands you over a drink just for like guessing right.
Cheers, everybody!
I'm gonna look for Vasilu. Not
don't see him.
Vasilu. Oh yeah, no. It's not Vasilu, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
The bard?
The bard.
Gotcha.
Can't remember his name.
You can see
Viore.
avidly watching you as you look around and you make eye contact is Viore the bard.
I'll walk over to him.
Make a wisdom save
Make a wisdom save.
as you see his hands wave in the air.
Yeah.
You take
6.
You take 4 points of psychic damage and you run the opposite way from him. You watch as he just turns on his tail and starts to leave. He looks like he's going down that tunnel that heads towards the coast.
Down to 15.
Well, now's the time.
How? Just follow it down the tunnel?
We can catch up though.
Alright.
Yeah, we're gonna chase after him.
As you do, you see as Muda moves much quicker than you in interposing herself, asks you, what are you doing?
What is he doing? He just attacked us.
Let him go.
Why?
You watch as she grabs her glaive. You're not the one asking questions.
I'm gonna pull up and I'm like, hey, we need to go. We need to rest.
Listen to your friend. draw on me.
No, he's had too much to drink. Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
Not when you have so many friends about.
You watch as she just spits
It's
in
the
your direction.
alcohol.
Just get out of here if you're not going to man up.
Another time.
All right, scurry
Well,
out
let's
of
just
there.
leave. I mean, we're gonna pick a fight with her in the middle of all the other lives.
This is not the right music.
Totally should have grabbed a circle of Baringa and been like, we have Baringa. Get it off our way.
I don't have a minute.
No more.
You can make an insight check, as can you as you're seeing this interaction. Actually, investigation for you.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Mucho high for me.
26.
Also 26.
Nice.
So say.
She is certainly not putting on a front. Like, she's certainly confident in her abilities, and you get the sensation of the scale of difference between your strengths currently. Maybe not in the future, but as of right now. But still, behind that, and from what you're noticing, you can see is like Viore is still paying attention and looking like with his head behind him, and you can see what looks like that knight in the dark armor, and what looks like he is carrying onto either shoulder, what looks like one body on one shoulder and two bodies on another shoulder, and walking with Viore. And you see that as he's doing so, and you're looking at Wuda's face, a little bit of like something's up. You're not sure, but you barely notice those bodies being picked up and looked at by Viore as they walk down. What you see, and you can kind of read through, is, she's clearly under someone's thumb here. Like, she doesn't have a choice but to not let people down that way.
And as we turn heel, I'll say to her, it's okay. Wouldn't want to let Daddy down. And we'll walk away.
At least I still have mine alive.
I don't respond.
You watch his Panscar as you guys start walking by. It's just like, wow. You guys are making friends, huh?
I like you much more this time than I did last time. Last time I fucking hated you.
Likewise. I like the horse thing.
They're not as hot-tempered as she is.
I try not to be. Hot tempers don't stoke friendships.
No, they don't.
Don't mind her. It's been a prickly week. I'm sure you know.
Well, clearly she's not exactly happy with her situation.
Did
There's
she
always
just
a cost
protect-
to something.
Yeah, she stopped you guys from... That's weird. Playing both sides of the field?
That sounds like her.
Man,
What else did you expect, honestly?
nothing. I don't expect anything anymore. I stopped really kind of like being like, maybe.
Well,
You have yourself a good night.
Are you headed all the way back to Medweb tonight?
we'll see what Zua has in store for the evening. Possibly. There is some work left to do here.
Panscar was not at the meeting that I had, right?
No.
Okay.
He seems pretty well informed.
Yeah. All right. Well, as we're leaving, I want to try and catch a glimpse of any of the gray dudes.
You haven't seen any in a while. They grabbed the bodies the last time and went down that hallway. You would have probably caught the glimpse of a couple, honestly. With that small glimpse that you had looking past. And as you guys are walking away, I'm sure you would have said something regarding that. You can see as Rudy, Ulgan, and Tarfi rejoined back up with you. You can see that they weren't too far away as soon as you started conversing with her. You can see that it looked like Rudy, having noticed this, like stepped away from what he was doing, got a little bit closer. Ulgan was only about 30 feet behind you, and Tarfi was as well. Like avidly watching as you guys turn around and are talking to Panscar. And you can see the tension kind of ease on them as they start walking with you out of here.
Yep. Make friends wherever we go. It's all right.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's back. meet back up with Mac. Walking outside of this place, are we seeing any of the other groups of people moving away? Or has it like been pretty cleared out?
You know, there's been people that are intermittently leaving here and there. So, I mean, slowly people have been trickling out. As you guys have been talking for a little bit more, I would say about half of the guests have probably left at this point, and that there's another, like, probably like 4 or 5 that are leaving, like, you know, 2 of them, like, right before you, maybe 3 right after you type thing, right? You guys, are you guys still in here? Have you actually started leaving the place, or?
I'm headed towards the exit.
Okay. As you guys make your way out of the exit, you see as Tarfi says, "Well, gentlemen, it's been very fun, but I think my work has just begun." And you watch as he turns around and looks like he's going to go back down the hatch. Says, "If I'm not back by morning, don't expect me."
Where are you going?
You watch as he waves his hands and he takes on the guise of what looks like one of the dagger hearts and starts heading down.
Good luck.
He nods his head.
Too bad Baron is not here. Baron could do that too. Oh wait, no, he couldn't. He could never do that. That was always Praxis. He's dead now.
Yeah, Praxis.
Who's Praxis?
Our brother.
I'm going to touch him
And
as he's
you-
going down.
Never say his
Go
name.
down with strength. You will always prevail.
He nods his head. Thank you. It's the most uplifting thing I've heard in weeks. Watch as he starts going down.
Did you inspire him?
Yep.
Did you?
Yeah, that's what that was.
All right. You want to know what that is? That's a 27 right there.
Damn.
Boy's going to get some work done.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So no Tarfi for right now.
Okay.
Where we going? Do we got a camp?
I'm gonna meet back up with Mech. He has a place that we can stay that's relatively safe.
Also,
You guys,
team
those of you that have your ear, that thistle bud on, can feel it vibrate one time.
One means they're in the fight, but they're okay.
No, they're in trouble.
3 means
trouble.
Oh,
means
The
trouble.
2 is just checking in.
Yep.
1 is we're in a fight, but we're all right.
I thought 3 was that we're in a fight, but it's
No.
alright.
That's one.
I think 3 is emergency.
Three
I
is
thought it
emergency.
was. I could be wrong,
It
but I
is
thought
now.
it was
Yeah, I
emergency.
just
It,
heard
it
it
is meow.
today.
Now, yeah. Canon. 1 is in a fight, but all right. 2, checking in. 3, not so bueno.
Okay.
Get the hell over here. So starting meow. Backwards compatibility. Yep, you guys feel 1. So clearly an engagement is going on that they feel confident.
They're in an engagement.
We should stay nearby. Just
Who
in
are?
case that changes.
Mac and the boys.
Dirty Mac and the boys.
How?
I mean, how?
Nothing. Okay.
Where'd they go
Let's
to?
stick around for a little bit.
You don't know?
Whistle
They're trying
twice
to
to check
ambush
in.
somebody.
They didn't tell us.
Yeah, they're trying to ambush somebody.
I
yeah.
actually think we should head towards the coast.
We need rest.
Coast? You want to try and maybe intercept them?
That's where the tunnel went.
With
We don't know how far this tunnel goes.
you
Or
know,
where
with
it
that
exactly
guy with the
opens
shiny plate armor that was glowing all purplely. Yeah, you want to go towards that guy?
Or we can go to bed with no knowledge.
Okay, whatever you guys want to do.
up. I say we attempt to search.
Oh, also,
It's either sit here and wait for a word or do something.
I mean, why don't we just go to the resting place? Or because, like, the priestess is here. Vasilu, or whatever his damn name is.
Vasilu's not here.
I know Vasilu's not here, but with the other
You watch
V
as
guy-
Olgan speaks up and says, "Are we gonna do this, or are we gonna just bullshit around all night? We came here for a job. We have resources, use them. Let's go to the lighthouse."
All right, let's go.
I don't disagree with Olgan. We should go.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Let's try to see if we can get them off at the coast.
Oh, can you hit me with a heal kit? Please.
Ready? This is the last use.
Oh no, Rudy needs it.
Oh no, it's not like I have like, I
You have a
don't
bunch.
know,
You have a
8
bunch.
more.
No, you don't.
Oh.
You give them all to Tarfy.
I can give all of them to Tarvey.
You gave half of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna give half.
You get 8 HP.
Yeah, because also if you hook up Rudy, he's still at 2, right?
I can't until tomorrow.
So I got 3, so I'll give you another one.
Yeah, you got full one.
Well, we have a couple of those healing potions. It might not hurt to give him a little bit.
I got 3. Here. Here's 3 healing potions that I got.
Yeah, give him to Rudy.
Well,
Or at
no, I'm
least-
just saying, like, who wants them?
Rudy can also
You
roll
should
his hit
hold on to
die.
one. You should hold
Remember,
on to one.
because he has that ability. He can roll a hit die.
You want one?
Oh,
Yeah, so roll his other 3 hit die. That
I
should be
already
your
have.
first step.
Okay.
oh, okay, for the
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just assume you did
stout
it.
heart sprint. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
You want
All
one?
right, and that's it. It's a.
Um,
Let's say that was a D8. Oh no, you said a D10.
Olgan has a couple of pretty big, sizable ones that are clearly looks like a little bit more than yours. And he's saying if anyone needs one, take one now. He's looking at you. Do you
14.
look pretty beat up?
I just held
14
8
for
for
the first
15, so
14
I still got some on
HP?
me.
For Rudy?
I don't. Does he see that you're still beat up or
Oh,
not?
okay.
I guess. Oh, okay, gotcha.
He got 14 HP.
All right, so then Olgan will hand one to him
7.
and to him.
It's 7. I'm missing 7.
Oh, well, then I'll hand you a smaller one.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because now he's at 16. So
Is his total after he rolled 3 hit dice?
No, one hit die. He can do 3 of them.
He can roll all of them if you want.
Okay, so that was 1. All right, that's gonna be 11. So that's
he was at 2, dude. So just whatever you roll, add 2, and that's
so
it.
14 plus 11 is 25.
I guess I could use something.
Ooh, and that's 10. So
I'm down
10
by
plus
10.
7, 17. So that's another 35, 42. So he's at 44 now.
Is that all of his hit dice?
That's 3.
Well, he has 7 hit dice.
Just got 1 more.
Oh, let's roll it then.
Yeah, I'm down 10 HP.
7. Another 14.
Have you tagged yourself yet?
So
With a heal
44,
kit?
54.
Yeah. Oh, you did already? After the short
58.
rest?
It's
All
once a
right,
day,
58.
use heal kits.
Oh,
Yeah, being able to use the heal kit is once a day.
I don't think so.
Yeah, once you've used it on a creature, you cannot use it on them again.
I think it's for
a
short
day.
rest, Tyler. I don't think it's day.
All right, he's at 75 now. So he's down.
I'm pretty sure it's until they
Damn
finish
near full
until they
health.
finish another rest. I don't know whether that's long or short, but I'm pretty sure that it has something to do with the rest. Most feats don't
Is
have
it-
days. Only magic items usually typically say day in there.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was because of heal kit things.
Short rest. Yeah, short rest, dude. That's what I'm
okay.
saying, yeah.
Well, then I can hit Rudy.
Well, Rudy's at 75 now. He used all of his hit die.
I can still hit him and get him up to full.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's no reason
Yeah.
not to.
So Rudy will... He gets to full.
And then yourself. You can
And
tag
then
yourself.
I can
too.
tag myself.
Mhm.
And I gain... I'm to full. Does anyone else need it?
Nope.
No, I'm at full.
All right. Well, let's do this.
You watch.
Oh.
Do we have our mounts?
You didn't take them out this
We're
way.
taking out. Okay, so we're gonna walk.
No, Oglin's good. We short rested and he's been hit die.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
yeah. Olgan will ask, do you want to wait for news from Mac, at the very least?
Yes.
I guess we can start progressing in a certain direction while we wait. Or should we just wait here?
It's kind of dangerous the way around this place. We know to meet
I
back
know.
at his little haven. We might as well wait for him there.
Okay, we can start traveling that way.
Yeah.
Stealthily.
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 Peace. Roll a d6, guys.
Go ahead,
As you
Mario.
start moving. 5.
Are you totaling, Colin?
Yep. Go ahead and go down the line, guys.
14.
Nah, don't bother,
I
guys.
got 14 as well.
Don't bother. It's already with those two. I doubt that it's going to matter. Go ahead and give me a couple of perception checks as you guys are moving.
We want to do it
What's
individually or help
help you?
As you guys are starting to look around and move through this forest slowly, the moonlight gleaming. It's a pretty nice night right now. Clear sky, a little bit windy. You can see what looks like a little bit of mist that's coming through this forest, you assume from the skewering ports. As you're starting to look around, check around you.
A natural 1 and a 16 for a 21.
Okay.
No, 22.
As you guys start to make your way about halfway through, you're noticing what looks like you hear way before you notice because of how far your dark vision goes. You hear what is like loud thumping crunches, and then you can see what looks like small bushes and trees in the distance just toppling over. And as it does so, you can see like at about like 500, 400 feet, like in the distance in the moonlight, what looks like a 20-foot tall Thornodon. And you can see that with its spikes extended, that they're like around, like giving it another 5 to 10 feet in height, looking like it's almost 30 feet tall at some instances. And you can see as it's moving and like retracting and extending its spikes around trees so it can get through things as it does so. You can see what looks like 2 Thornodons that are behind it that are much smaller than it, that look like large creatures.
So, would it be possible to gauge the approximate maturity of this Thornodon based on the other ones we've seen?
This looks like an adult.
Okay. That's what I thought.
This looks like a full-grown Thornodon. Not an alpha, but an adult.
Okay. There's a group of Thornodons up ahead. It looks kind of like the same with the tundra soil, like maybe a mom and 2 babies or something.
All the more reason not to mess with it.
Man, I wish it was just one. I want to try out this new white power bow.
Yeah, let's not do that. Even if it was a little one, because we have things to do.
All right.
But I share the sentiment.
Are we just keeping on?
Yeah, they don't notice you guys at all.
Yeah, let's just stay out of its.
They're making too much noise as they're traveling to even hear you.
All right.
Just skirt around it.
Well, they're a little ways off still, like 400 or 500 feet.
Yeah, still work.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, definitely try to bypass it.
Gotcha.
You know what my stealth numbers were? I had a 9, Logan had an
They got a 5 on their perception. That's why I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
8. A 5.
Yeah. They didn't notice you guys.
I love those creatures, dude.
As you guys are moving past these things with ease, you guys hear what is 2 whistles. And then you can see what looks like, as you guys are starting to move ahead, what looks like a rock that bounces off a tree. And then you hear another whistle. And you can see what looks like someone waving behind you. You guys are about halfway there.
Wait for him to catch up, then.
You can see as Mac and the rest of his guys catch up, you can see what looks like they have someone captured. You can see that this is a person that's in these gray robes. You can see what looks like a human male. You notice that this actually looks like one of the servers that you've seen at Warmoss previously.
They're everywhere.
I would expect nothing less. Let's get back.
He watches, he nods his head. See if we can get some answers out of this one. Right?
Were Mac and his boys moving through the trees?
What? No, they were on the ground right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah, and you guys are not noticed by them as you group up. Yeah, you guys are super flying great as you move through this area back to the canopies where Mac had previously set up his camp. Now, knowing that this would not be a good place to interrogate a person, he suggests that you guys go to a cave that he knows by the coastline, which you guys are not too far from.
Perfect.
As you guys continue on with him, eventually you get to what is this coastline, and you can see that he starts climbing down the cliff face, and as he does so, he tosses up what looks like a rope back up to the top, and you can see what looks like one of his guys goes and ties it around a rock. And as he does so, you can see that he asks for another one. You can see that the guy throws it down to him. You can see as he's fastening something and then tying it to another one. And you guys can see no check required with this rope secured. You see that you have to kind of rappel down one side of the cliff face, and then that it actually kind of angles in. And once it angles in, there's like a large rock and then like a pathway to an internal cave. Like if you were to try and get here by shore, you'd be climbing up at an angle that would put you over your own axis. But from climbing down, you can kind of swing with this rope and just get right on that rock rather easy. And as he gets down, as people start climbing down, he starts grabbing their hands as they start to go into this cave with it. It only goes back 30, 40 feet or so, and most of it is hard rock face and stuff like that. But clearly it's going to project all the sound outward to the sea.
Good spot for this. Good spot for this.
I've got just the thing, by the way. And you watch as he pulls out something that you have seen before. You saw, who you didn't know at first was Dag, pull out an identical bottle like this. And you can see that as he puts it to this guy's lips and forces him to drink it. Just gonna mix.
Oh. Whew. I thought that was going somewhere else.
What?
I can,
An enema. I thought they were going to give him an enema.
Oh,
I can guarantee
That's
that,
only if this doesn't work, mate.
I can guarantee that the truth is told.
By all means. That's something we need.
I've already done that.
No.
Watch as Max says. You should know. Aren't you friends with that Hargia boy?
Resto?
Who else?
A friend is a little tentative right now, but yes.
You're the one that said it.
Anyways, who wants to start this? Foxner?
No, I want to sit back on this one for a little bit.
I'm going to start ritual casting Comprehend Languages.
You watch as Mac goes up to him and just says, "You already know what's happening here," he says assessing. "We have your entire family. They've been tied up on the ceiling. If you don't answer our questions, we're going to cut the ropes loose, let them down into the rocks down there. Don't think they're going to survive. Furthermore, for every one of them that, this happens to, probably going to make sure to take one of your fingers and toes to accompany it. So, since you don't want any of that to happen, and we have all your family here, your cousins, your grandpa, grandma, step-cousins, wife, kids, whatever you have, it's probably best that you just answer our questions." And you watch as this guy is just kind of in a haze and just is nodding, all wide-eyed. He clearly, you can see his pupils are dilated to the entire size of his irises. This guy looks like he's tripping hard. You, noticing this, can recall a little bit of this sensation, on Virkin's face, wearing off as he came back into the room from the skewering code trials.
I'm gonna have to need to get some of that stuff. That's some good stuff right there. Very useful.
You watch as Max says, "Hazing centipede venom. Very useful. Very expensive. 5 gold a bottle on that. But does the trick in a pinch." You watch as this guy starts to answer your guys' questions, whatever they may be. He says it only lasts for 10 minutes, so you better get it out.
No, 10 minutes is quite a while, so first
Are
question
you working
is,
for Maringo?
You watch as nods his head yes.
There we go.
What language do you best speak in?
You get a response of like Sessian, Kinetskian, as well as Dwarfling speaks fluently.
Excellent. Speak in Dwarfling then. What do you do with the bodies?
Says that I bring them through the tunnels, we go up through the hatch, and that we take them to the lighthouse and drop them off at the entrance.
Where's the hatch?
He kind of gives you an approximate direction of like where you were. You imagine that it's probably like a half mile away from where that first entrance was.
What are you saying?
Maybe we can find someone to ambush there before we head to the lighthouse.
Ambush where?
At the hatch.
What hatch?
Which hatch?
The
None
hatch
of
that
us
he's...
speak Dwarfling.
I know, I'm explaining if you wait a second. There's a hatch that the tunnel leads to. It's about a half mile away from where we were. We could try to maybe ambush some people there before we go. You know, thin the herd. How many people are in the lighthouse?
He doesn't know.
How many have you seen?
I've brought at least 50 bodies.
50 bodies.
Have you ever been in the lighthouse?
No.
Who has?
Viore, some of those weird creatures she keeps around her.
Describe them.
They have unnatural appearance. One is a humanoid that walks around at all fours. Other is covered in immaculate armor. I've seen some of the swordsmen of Snidigan go in there. One of the Crowbeaks once.
One of the Crowbeaks, willingly.
He shrugs.
That's very strange.
Have you seen any of the bodies that you took come back and be resurrected?
He shakes his head.
How long have you been doing this for?
About like 3-4 months, something like that. That's what he says.
Have you ever seen Lancure or Snidigan coming and going?
He shakes his head no.
What is Viore to you?
He leads most of the men. Kind of gives people the orders, tells them what to do.
Would you call him a captain of sorts?
I suppose so.
Are there other captains?
He's the only one that we really talk to. I know that he works with others. Probably the ones that are around the priests. I've only seen the priest once.
Do you see Wuda up here a lot? Do they ever take people?
He doesn't seem to know what you mean.
Are they always doing drop-offs, or are they ever doing pickups?
He looks at you kind of confused. What?
Of the bodies. Right? You're talking about bodies?
If they're ever picking up people from the lighthouse.
They never pick up people from the lighthouse that he's in.
They don't come out. They're being stitched together to make monsters.
How many people typically are patrolling that tunnel?
He shrugs his shoulders. Never consistent.
I'm not sure what else to ask him.
Does your garb signify any sort of rank?
An acolyte.
Are acolytes allowed inside the lighthouse at all?
Some.
Seems like your only bet is maybe to try this ambush at the hatch, other than directly going to the lighthouse.
Where's the other tunnel lead to?
On
Only the yellow glaive and the dagger hearts go down that way.
And that one isn't our problem. Not yet, at least.
Do you know who the person that wears the shiny armor is?
They're definitely new. Not the same person as before.
How new? Like a few days?
Maybe. They just seem different.
Have you seen any large mirrors in here anywhere?
Only one under the temple.
But not
That's
in
where I
these
was given my
tunnels.
robes.
Oh, you've been underneath the temple.
But not in these tunnels.
What does that mirror do? Have you seen it do anything significant?
I've seen people come through it. That's it. I don't know what else it does.
Can it
You've
be
seen people
destroyed?
come through it.
Probably it's a mirror.
Are they... These people, are they normal people, or are they...
The priests, when they gave me my robes.
The priest came through the mirror and gave you the robes.
Yes.
It's almost like it was like a portal or something.
We've heard that they travel through it. So what are we doing then?
Go into the hatch.
Why are they having you bring bodies?
I suppose they're using them. At the other side of the hatch, they clean them up, restitch them together, or sometimes take them apart. And depending on what they do, if the body is intact, we take it to the lighthouse.
And what was promised to you? What was your benefit?
I was told that they would help me see my past loved ones again.
And have you?
Yes.
Was it worth it?
Yes.
And I'm talking to him.
What's your name?
Tinolt.
I didn't remember you.
That's everything I have.
Well, should we get this over with?
You hear as Matt grunts.
I walk away. Start climbing back up the rope.
I'll leave too.
Hmm?
I'll leave as well.
Gotcha.
I'd like to look around once I get up top and see if there's any, like, unseen eyes on us from before.
Make a perception check.
I'll look at Mac. We taking care of this one? Throwing him overboard?
I don't care what you do with him. He watches he starts turning around to leave.
So,
Yeah. I'll
Just throw him down the...
no coup de grace him and throw him over.
Alright, gotcha. You watch as Olgan had his hand on his blade, and like as soon as you did so, he took it off.
Take it over. Climb back up.
Not a great perception. 16.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you don't really notice much of anything. What you do see, though, is as you're looking out towards the lighthouse, you can definitely notice that as the Roseus moon, or excuse me, the Sable moon is high in the sky, that there's definitely an unnatural, like, dim black glow coming off the top of that lighthouse, almost reflecting out of it. It's kind of giving the vibe of an actual lighthouse, like light is bouncing off the top of what looks like maybe some glass-faced portions of the top there.
That's interesting.
Seems by design.
Make a wisdom save.
No.
You can see, as your vision is pulled to the lighthouse, and you can see what is like the top area, and you can see what is up there, what looks like a mirror, and you can see that as you go seemingly through this, your eyes black out, and you can see what is like time skips. Like you can feel that things are happening, but you just aren't aware of what it is. And then you can see yourself looking around, and you're inside of an adit. And you can see that this adit, as you're looking around, you can see what looks like, you know, the door to this adit is open. And as you go to walk inside, your vision comes back.
All right, well, to the lighthouse then.
To the hatch.
Business is done.
Yeah, everyone on accord.
You watch as Max says, there's 2 groups of us. I mean, we could take on one thing for you.
Frankly, I think they should go to the hatch.
Same.
What do we do?
We go to
Go
the
to the
lighthouse.
lighthouse.
Okay.
The hatch does not lead to the lighthouse.
We need
Make
to
a
get-
luck roll, guys, by the way.
We need to get to the top of the lighthouse. 19.
You guys can see what looks like sneaking up on you. You didn't see him, unfortunately. 35 assassins. No, you guys see what looks like Tarfi. You can see that he has what looks like a rope that's hanging over the top of his shoulder. And you can see that as he does so, that as he takes the rope off the shoulder and sets it down on the ground, you can see what looks like 3 cut off heads. You can see what looks, as he says, they didn't really know much. Seemed like kind of low-level acolytes, to be honest.
The one we got was the same.
Seemed like they were doing some kind of minor medical work towards the end of that area. I saw that one with the shiny armor and all that such, and I waited till he left, of course. And they questioned who I was, so I backtracked, came back dressed as one of them, and here we are. This one, he kicks one of the heads. Kept talking about having to go up to go down, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And really all he could give me is that only a true believer will be willing to go up. Whatever that means.
Well, he just said we have to get to the top. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a true believer, right?
I mean, I don't know about all that, but we didn't find out a whole lot either. Basically, that the tunnel leads to the hatch where they put the bodies, and then some sort of a person there stitches them together or takes them apart.
One was saying that sometimes they stitch certain body parts together in odd ways, and they're asked to leave.
VRA seems to be a person in charge, so if we wanted answers, we need him. He's a captain of sorts. Lieutenant might be a better word for it.
Doesn't seem like the religious type.
Like a supervisor. Well, they give them, allows you to see your dead family.
Well, that's what that acolyte wanted. Who knows what the others want?
Probably somewhere around the same. Can't be fame and glory.
Power attracts a lot of people.
It's dumb. All of it's dumb. Let's go.
Let's go.
Just Tarfi nods his head, and he is back.
Neck, I'm sure you can handle the big armored guy at the hatch.
Nothing happened. That only hurt a lot.
I'm sure you can handle the big guy at the hedge. Sounds like he might be there.
I'll go check it out. If I don't get any engagements, I'll rush to the lighthouse, try and offer some support.
We'll try to clear up as much as we can, but I imagine that's going to be rather fortified. Go to the top of the lighthouse when you come. It might be how you have to catch up to us.
Do our best.
All right. Just so you know as well, last time we fought a dude in big armor like that, he was quite formidable. And sometimes you have to combine like radiant effects with other harmful effects upon them.
Thank you. Keep that in mind.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Nods. Well, as far as it goes, I suppose, if we're all alive, and he gestures towards where you guys know that he was staying previously, let's meet there in the morning, eh?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Nods his head, whistles to his guys as they go to take off.
All right, let's take this over.
Did you want a short bow? Or do you want to use your magic?
Oh, I'll take a short bow.
Well, like, which one would you...
Short bow's way stronger than his magic.
Okay.
It'd be kind of dumb not to give him one.
Yeah. And then I got the special quiver things.
Right. All right. And then, which one of you guys want this?
Tarfy doesn't need it, he'll say.
All right. Well, here, Mac,
You mean Rudy?
Rudy.
Rudy
don't
and
know.
and Olgan? Alright, gotcha.
So I'll give Rudy and Olgan the short bows.
Gotcha.
So we all have a set.
Okay. As you guys start making your way to the lighthouse, are you doing so stealthily, I imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, make some rolls for your guys.
Oh no.
I was actually going to say I think we should move hastily, but that's okay.
You guys know that the lighthouse is also like 500 to 600 feet off the coastline. So it's like, there's definitely water between you and the, the lighthouse.
All right. Numbers?
14.
14, 19?
I got a 5, and Olgan got an 18.
What did Rudy get?
Rudy, let's see. An 8.
Yeah, we're just rushing.
This is not stealthy. This is an 11.
Alright. Roll a d4 as you guys are moving.
I saw you wanting to roll it.
3.
I trusted you.
Hey, we don't know what that
Ooh,
means.
roll a d100.
I trusted you.
Let's see how many.
Times this by 10.
68.
So close.
So close.
Only one number off, man.
I know.
I trusted you.
A swarm of 68 bats. Dire bats.
Oh my god.
Alright, new campaign, guys.
All Batman swarm out of the tower.
Dang, dude, now what are we going to do? The Crescent Moon Bear was super chill with you.
I know.
Are we still going to betray him to his father?
Yes.
You guys can see, as you guys are starting to move along, and it totally notices you. You can see what looks like,
As we're skipping along.
yeah, as you guys are just like loudly crunching leaves and skipping, and just like one of you is making like a snow angel.
Just talking as we go.
That's not the time.
Ah, what?
Yeah, you guys can see what looks like along towards the coastline. You notice what looks like a elderly gentleman, and you can see that he's like sitting at the coastline as you guys are like kind of tracking down it towards the lighthouse. And you notice that he's sitting and he has what looks like a greatsword that seems to be like resting against his shoulder, and it looks like he's looking down into the coast. And you can see that he's looking down into the coast, and you can see that he has like a spyglass that he's pulling out occasionally. Doesn't seem to notice you guys. Seems focused intently on the water.
This is pretty epic.
See that he has like a pretty dark brown cloak around him that's covering a majority, but you can see that he has what looks like white hair that's kind of pulled back with like, you know, some salt and pepper in it, a little bit of speckles of black in it as it's pulled back. Looks like, you know, as you're sitting there, he's definitely patiently waiting for something, but what that may be.
I weirdly feel like we should approach him.
I'm going to have my owl fly in front of him by like 25 feet and see like if it catches his gaze or if he maintains concentration whatever he's trying to look at.
As your owl is flying around him, you can see that he looks up at that owl, and as he does so, you can see that he reaches into his pouch. Roll initiative. 17.
Natural 1.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
You're gonna see as he reaches into his pouch, and you're gonna see as he throws a dart wide of your owl, and then he goes to grab another, and you can see that as he does so, that he just like points at the owl, and just as he does so, he just says, "Stop spying on me!"
And
What do you do?
Yeah, Owl's gonna fly away and dash. So it's 120 feet away from him, from whatever it was. And should I call out to him?
I feel like we should honestly approach him.
I'll call
Yeah.
out to him. I'll be like,
Yeah, I draw my short bow.
hello, that was actually my pet. He's just out hunting for the night.
You watch as he looks over his shoulder towards you guys, and you can see that as he does so, that hand goes to the hilt of his sword, noticing like the big group of you, and just says,
No need for that. No need for that.
"What business do you have here?"
We're not here to cause any trouble. We're in the area for a meeting with some friends and decided to go for a stroll this evening.
You can see that he's kind of like, as he's looking at you guys, he looks kind of back towards the water. Then maybe you should stroll along.
What are you here for?
What do you think?
Oh, you're looking at something.
So are you.
Looks like you're fishing, but with...
Why are you walking in the woods at this time? In the moonlight?
Why are you staying out in the moonlight at this time?
I didn't ask you questions first.
Yeah, you did. You asked us, why are we here?
It's not wrong.
I just wanted to let you know. My owl was just hunting. I apologize for disturbing you. We will continue on.
How about this, in good faith? We're interested in something nearby. We're searching. To a degree for it.
We lost our friend, really.
We're trying to recover him.
He meant a lot to us.
He's our brother.
You can make an insight check as you're looking at this guy.
Hey, 12.
Yeah, you get the sensation that this dude really doesn't care about what you guys are talking about. You get the vibe of someone that's going after a mark.
Gotcha.
Is there anything we should look out for?
Yeah, other people's business. You watch as he starts to turn around and walk back towards the shoreline.
All right, well, stay safe,
Happy
buddy.
hunting.
Hunting.
Let's keep moving up.
You do recall and ready, or there being word of a creature in the sea out here.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Leviathan thing.
No, it was like some shark or something out here that was killing all the fish or something like that. So the fishermen didn't have any more fish.
Like a sea dragon.
No, it was something in the water that was killing all the stuff. All
They
the
were
fish.
calling it a sea dragon, but they were clearly like exaggerating.
Oh, okay. It's a kraken.
Guy seems kind of pretty reserved.
Yeah.
Well, be careful. These woods are dangerous.
You need help?
Now's not the time.
We literally got things to do.
All right, let's go find our brother.
Yeah.
As you guys are like walking away, she just like, not too loudly, but it's definitely audible, says, "Good luck."
Same to you.
Where is this thing?
Can I try and look out in the water and see if I see anything moving out there?
Sure. Yeah, make a perception check.
Not that one. That one.
You
God,
pull out
there's-
your spyglass and do
There's
so.
two of them doing it now.
Natural
You guys see as Birkin pulls out his spyglass and just like puts it away instantly.
It's foggy.
The sea at night is a treacherous thing.
Once we're about like 500 feet from the lighthouse, I'm going to activate the ring.
That's gonna be the short line, right?
As you guys are leaving this area, you see like, as you look back one more time, you see as this guy like stands up quickly, and you can see as he dives into the water.
He's going for it.
Good for him. Let's go.
I mean, we haven't stopped.
Yeah, you're not. As you guys continue walking along this coastline, you don't run into any other creatures staying close to the coast. Most creatures don't come out this way. And as you're about 500 feet from the coastline, the edge of the water here, you can see what looks like a couple of fishermen that are at the water's edge. You can see what looks like an elderly gentleman and a younger gentleman. You can see that they're kind of arguing right now. And as you activate this ring, you can kind of hear them. One's arguing about like getting into the water, which you can see right now with the wind. I mean, it was light wind up here, but it's kind of a little bit heavier wind in the water. It's pretty choppy right now, guys. And you can see that one's arguing. You know, the younger one is kind of like seemingly just like yelling a little bit, just be like, we're gonna have way better chances in the water. They're talking in Konetskian, by the way. So I don't know who speaks that.
How long has it been since the cave?
Yeah, over 10 minutes.
Olgan understands.
Probably about an hour at this point. Hour and a half.
Can't you comprehend languages?
I can't. So it's exactly an hour. So do I have a little bit left?
Make a luck roll. On an 11 up, yes.
No.
Oh,
So I activate it anyways.
gotcha.
That's my second of 4 uses. And yeah, I'll listen in.
One's arguing, saying that we should go out into the water because we know that that's where more of the fish are. And you can hear as the elderly gentleman is yelling like back at him, like, there's quippers in the water. You know there are around here. That's a stupid idea. You know that when the water's choppy like this, sometimes they get on the rafts. And you can see what are 2 tied down rafts that are in the water. And you can see that they're kind of shore fishing right now.
Then the lighthouse is the lighthouse. I think you made this clear. Is the lighthouse on the land or is it on an island off the coast?
It's on the island off the coast. Yeah, it's like 600. It's like 600 feet off the coastline.
They said there's quivers in the water right now?
Quippers.
Quippers?
Mm-hmm.
Have I ever heard of that?
Yeah, you've seen them, Eshka.
Looks like we found our way to get across to the lighthouse.
A raft.
Better than what we have.
All right.
Are we by the fishermen?
Yeah, you guys are like 50 feet behind them. They're arguing. They don't even notice you guys. It's
But
night.
I don't understand what they're saying, right?
No, it's clear. It's obvious they're arguing with each other. But yeah.
I definitely let you guys know what they're arguing about.
Okay.
One wants to go in the water, one doesn't. There's clippers in the water.
Are those their rafts?
Yeah, but we can commandeer them.
It's pretty straightforward. There's only one way for us to progress.
All right. Well, I guess we're taking the rafts.
I'm not going to swim to the island.
Me neither.
Let's do it.
Yeah, just approach them.
You watch as they kind of look at you as they're arguing. They're just like kind of see all you guys like, and you can see as the old man like raises up his hands and like his fishing rod's in it. It's like, and says in Sessian, we don't have much of anything.
We only have the rafts, which we'll be borrowing. We
You
are
watch as the
intending
kid
to
says,
reach-
you're gonna let them borrow the rafts?
Yes.
They're lucky we don't. take
Yes,
them.
you are.
Here's 3 silver.
You watch as the old man like happily takes it and just says, borrowing. Nods his head. You watch as the kid complains, just like, how are we gonna get in the water now?
Shut up.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
That's a 10, which is a...
Yeah, he doesn't seem very intimidated, but you can see as this older gentleman is like holding him back, and as he does so, you can see what looks like the kid, like kind of out of respect, seems to be kind of chilling out a little bit.
right, let's get this over with.
What's up with you always interfering with people and their kids? Like
some
you're-
buddies.
It's
You're
not.
a
It's.
hard ass towards kids.
I am because kids need discipline, and there's just a bunch of brats around here, really.
You have kids to have the experience.
No. But I grew up around a bunch of kids that didn't have much discipline until we got whipped into shape. Well, most of us.
Looks like he knows what he's talking about.
As you see Olgan and Rudy unhitching these rafts, you can see as the elderly gentleman gives you guys 2 oars apiece for each raft, so there's 4 of them. So if you guys are going across this water in these rafts, it will require some athletics check to get yourself across this choppy water.
All right, Rudy, here you go.
Olgan can do one.
How good is his athletics?
It's high as fuck, dude.
Nice. I'll help him.
Send Rudy and
At
you.
least a +4.
Yeah.
I have +4 too.
Rudy is a +11.
I thought he had.
So Rudy's
things
on
that
one,
doesn't.
I'm on the other one.
Okay.
Gotcha. So, as you guys get onto these rafts, let's go ahead and get you guys. Nah, we don't need to do that. That's too extra. Just tell me who's on what raft. You and who,
Olgan.
and who else.
Olgan
right.
should be
You're-
on a separate boat.
No. Me and Olgan, Rudy, and someone else.
He's
I'm
right.
going with Olgan and you.
All right, there you go. So there's 3, and then you 2 and Tarfi and Rudy.
Sure.
All right, gotcha. All right.
And
Athletics checks.
As people are rowing, Olgan and you, I'm assuming.
Rudy.
I'm going to be. These fish are small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying to talk to them and just be like, "We taste fucking disgusting. You don't want to eat us. We're just gonna cross."
Yeah,
And if they don't listen and they come close, I'll whack the shit out of them with my quarterstaff.
gotcha.
26
Wow.
for Rudy.
God damn.
21.
It's just a straight roll, right?
23.
Straight roll 18 for Olgan.
18.
For rowing.
And yours?
Can I help Rudy?
Yeah.
Both people have to row.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's why I
Never
rolled with
mind.
that.
Yeah, I
advantage
thought.
then.
Yeah, my mistake.
So should I re-roll it then?
Yeah, he rolled the moon.
I rolled advantage.
That's 15.
That's 22.
Damn,
13 now.
He's got a plus
All right.
11.
As you guys move your first part of the way towards this area, your guys' boat, you're getting a little bit ahead of the boat that him and Olgan are on. But both boats, or rafts if you will, are able to maintain themselves in the water relatively easily. As you get through the first third of this journey and you're starting to move your way down, yeah, since you're not doing anything, you can give me a perception check as you're looking ahead.
18.
You're not doing anything either, right? You can give me perception.
I am not. No.
You can give me perception, survival, or investigation. Each of them will get you different things as you're moving forward.
Can Tarfi either use destroy water or shape water to make it smoother or to make it so the waves aren't so heavily?
I mean, occasionally, but it's only going to help marginally because he's not going to exert himself that much before your guys' big boy stuff here.
Okay.
All right. Survival 17.
Ooh, okay. What'd you get, Tyler?
That's an 18.
18. As you're looking at this lighthouse, you can see that there's a lot of weathering and mold and mildew that's up the sides of it. You can see what looks like a broken part towards the very top. That looks like it's on the right side of the very top of the lighthouse. And you can see what looks like the lighthouse is kind of a layer cake in 3 different layers, right? You can see that the first layer rises up about 50 feet, 45 feet, somewhere in that range. And then you can see on the second layer, from this vantage point, you notice what looks like another hole and what looks like the wall right there. So you can see what looks like 2 holes on either side of this lighthouse. One that's on the second part of it in the middle, and one that's at the very top. It does look like this lighthouse is pretty slick, and you are noticing what is that shine that's coming off the top of this lighthouse. As you're looking around, Foxner, you're able to start guiding these guys pretty well through this water. You guys can go ahead and make your athletics checks with advantage as you are rowing, and you can see as Foxner guides you guys a decent path puts Saberfrost out and says, "This way!"
Yes.
Uh, 19 for Olgan.
Nice.
24.
Okay.
26.
30 for Rudy.
Wow, yeah. Flying colors. As you guys are moving through this, you can see what looks like a group of quippers that comes up and approaches the boat. But as you start talking to them, you can see that none of them seem to be listening to you. And right as you're about to smash one of them in the head, you can see as Foxner just yells at you, like, "Through this way, right here!" And you just feel as, like, Olgan and what is Kroll just like, and like right as you go to swing, like you get propelled out of the way of this. You just like, you can see as your speed like doubles for a couple seconds.
I would have had him.
As you guys are moving quicker, with that excellent perception that you previously saw, you're noticing what looks like in the water, somebody, and you can see what looks like, you know, a hand is coming up out of the water, and you can see what looks like a group of quippers, what looks like 4 of them, each within 60 feet of this person. You can see that these quippers look like they're going to surround on them, and you can see as this person's hand is sticking up out of the water, and it looks like they're trying to like stop from drowning. And with that good perception check, you notice in one of their hands is a circlet of moringa.
Should we save that guy?
Information.
What?
Information. He's got a circlet. That means he's something.
But what if that gives us away? What if they realize that we're here?
We kill him.
All right.
Just let
I plan
them
on
know.
killing him regardless, but maybe we can drink
I'll.
him.
I guess I'll hold
Oh,
your oar
okay.
so you can grab it.
I ain't
out.
done to kill him.
I'm not touching him.
But act,
I'll reach it.
but act friendly is what you're saying. Okay.
Olgan can do it then.
All right,
No, I mean, he's just have him grab him.
But what if they know we're enemies, right?
roll initiative.
Good.
15. No one's beaten a 15 yet?
What does Rudy have to his initiative?
He has a +4 to his dex.
So
he
that
ties
would
at
be
15.
He wins then. They have a +2. So you guys go first. You are 60 feet away from this guy, and each of these groups of quippers are like within 60 feet of him, coming from like different directions. So one of these groups of fish, by that logic, is probably only like 20 feet away from you or so. And then another group is maybe like 50 feet away. That's moving towards him.
Do we have an idea of how fast we're moving? Like how long it'll take us to reach him?
You guys can take an action to row. You roll a strength check. That is the amount of feet that you move.
Yeah, so I gotta roll.
So it's a strength check, not an athletics, a strength check.
Okay.
That's the amount of feet you paddle this boat. So it's an action to move it.
Okay. Olgan will roll his to move the boat.
Okay.
Same.
15.
8.
So you guys move your vessel another 23 feet closer to this guy.
Okay. And I'm sure.
You can also
that's-
take an oar and row as well if you want to. Like, you're totally capable.
I can. I don't have strength check, but I do
got a
have. I
plus
don't have
5.
strength, but I do have water vehicles.
Oh, I didn't roll.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will allow you to add your water vehicle's proficiency to this oar rowing. Instead of your strength.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Where'd you pull that row out or that oar out of?
21.
It's taken out of your hand.
10. So we're 31.
Weak ass.
About 15 and a half.
31 feet.
Okay, that's a
Yeah,
13
yeah.
plus numbers.
2. 15.
So, yep.
-1 for strength.
Nope.
I'm not using strength.
He's not using strength.
I have water vehicles proficiency.
Gotcha.
So you can see as they move about 35 feet, or 38 feet. Yeah, close to him. It looks like they're only like 20 feet away from him at this point.
All right. Our boat got a 31 collective.
All right, gotcha. And you guys are able to meet halfway there. As you guys can see this, you can see as this guy is like trying to swim, but he's like struggling to do so. Let's give him an athletics check. Let's see if he can keep himself above the water. Ooh. Okay, you can see this guy seeing rafts, and you can see it's just like, you can see that his tiny arms. This is a dwarfling clearly, and you can see that it's like swimming like towards the rafts. You guys are odd. You guys are even. Odd. You can see that he reaches your raft, And as
Yeah.
he does so, you can see that he's like trying to get aboard
Yeah.
on top of that raft.
I'm gonna pull him over.
Make a strength check. It's not that difficult. He's a dwarf.
15.
Easily
Oh,
enough.
strength 11.
Oh.
Sorry, I did athletics. Strength is 11.
Yeah, that is the number. You're barely able to grab this guy. He's light, but he's waterlogged.
Yeah.
Right? So as you grab him up, you can see what looks like, as you get closer, one group of quippers that comes up to the boat. And you can see as it does so, a wave crashes over. And as it does, you can see several of these quippers jump out towards you guys. 1, 2, 3. Mario. You watch as several of these quippers jump across trying to bite you, and with Saberfrost held out, you're just like, hey! just beating them off and deflecting them as they try to do so. As a wave crashes across you guys, Stop getting 4s all the time. There's not 4 people on that. Stop it! Oh my gosh, dude. That was 4 4s in a row. 1. You can see as one quipper looks like it's going to try and bite at you. Missing you completely as it does so. It's your guys' turn. You can see that there's a group of quippers next to each raft.
As that one comes across, I'm gonna beat it.
Okay.
We're just
18
gonna
plus
try and
stuff.
move our raft closer
At
to
this
the
point, you
lighthouse
guys are
tower.
like 150 feet away from the lighthouse or so.
Yeah, just keep moving it forward.
Yep, just keep going.
As they're doing that, yeah, I'm gonna ask him, what's your name?
You're gonna see as he's gonna say, Rubly, as he's coughing up water.
How are you doing in the water?
Trying to leave that lighthouse. I didn't want to go in.
I got some bad news for you, friend. We're going there. How about you tell us a few things about it?
We moved 23 feet without you.
Get plus 15.
Okay. So
Gotcha.
another 38.
24.
24, I got 14. So 30, 42?
24, 34, 38.
38, yeah.
Gotcha. And you guys are able to move. You can see that these quippers,
Unison.
that they're easily able to catch up. On your guys' boat, that's going to be a 17 to hit Olgin.
I believe that is his AC.
He takes 1 point of piercing damage.
No, 15 is his
You
AC.
take 0 points.
0 points as you react and move in front of him. On your guys' vessel,
Nice job.
it's 3. Foxner, unfortunately, they're going after
Just
you
smacking
again.
these
That's a
things out
20 to
there.
hit you, Foxner.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
You take 2 points of piercing damage.
Ah, these things are irritating.
Wait, doesn't Rudy, can't he do things about that?
Yeah. Does he have?
Doesn't he have interception?
I don't see interception.
Look at the bottom, reactions.
Just dash.
Reactions are always at the bottom.
no, that's
Reactions are
legendary.
always at the bottom, yeah.
Oh yeah, interception right there.
Yeah, so he watches Rudy reaches out and blocks the damage. Don't forget that, dude. That's sick
Oh,
nasty.
right.
It's
It is.
it's
Yeah.
proficiency plus advantage.
That's what you have too.
Well, okay, this combat just became a little irrelevant. So, as you guys keep paddling towards the shoreline, you eventually make it towards the rocky coast that this lighthouse actually sets on. As you guys find a good place to actually dock and tie down the boats, you're able to get this guy, up on the actual ground of the lighthouse. Doesn't need much prodding at all. Says he came here with a couple of friends that they were told to actually go and enter in the lighthouse. They've been working with Moringa for like the better part of like 3-4 months, and that tonight was some kind of initiation for them. They said if they could make it to the top, then they were welcome in. But he said he went to go towards the front, and he heard his friend making some like crying, screeching noises, and then he saw something like grabbed him, and then he just ran away. And so that's all. He tried to run away and get back into the water. He was told he would need this to get up there, though, the circlet.
I'll take that.
No, you won't.
I'm wearing a ring that's protecting me from it. Are any of you protected from it?
He can hold it.
I'm not going up there.
He's already got like what 2 on him.
No, he has none on him.
There's nothing you can make me do that would make me go up there. And you watch as he hands it over.
Yeah, I take it.
Wait, what?
Olgin destroyed them. That's all you need to know. But I'm protected from this for the moment, so I'll hold on to this for the
I'll
moment.
watch these rafts for you guys. You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm not going in that lighthouse.
All right. Let's go.
If we come back and the rafts are missing,
We know
we'll
your
find
name.
you and fucking kill you.
I don't even think you're gonna live. But okay.
Not the first to be wrong about that. Good. Pocket it.
Don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Too late, friend. I'm gonna head out.
Well, thanks for saving me.
Yeah, as we're Yep, I'm gonna kill him as we're walking by.
Thanks for saving me. Stop.
Okay.
Well, that was with us.
Not completely. We got something we needed.
Watch as Olgan says, you're gonna have to stomach a lot more than that before this night's through.
We came here for a reason.
I'm not leaving any survivors, Virkin. I hope you know that.
That's what we signed up for.
Let's talk about it later. We've got things to do.
After you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take lead. Want to be behind me?
Yeah.
As you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
Okay.
As you guys move around to the front of the lighthouse, the part that's actually facing outward towards the sea, you can see what looks like a large double doorway that's like 10, 12 feet tall and like probably 10 feet wide. But you can see what looks like massive wooden pillars and what looks like stonework that's fallen down in debris that's barricading this door. And you can see like what looks like a small opening on the bottom left corner of this that could probably be crawled through. For like you two, that'd be no issue at all. For you, it wouldn't be either. Like, you know, you have some broader shoulders than them, but I mean, at like 4.5 feet tall, it would be manageable for you and a dwarfling as well. You're gonna have to squeeze. You're gonna have to. You might even need someone to kick your ass through. it's gonna be difficult to get in there for you.
Yep. We start crawling through.
Gotcha. As you go to crawl through, this is like kind of debris that's going for like 10 feet or so. So it's him first. Who's behind him?
All right.
All right. Make a squeeze check for me as you're going through this.
Well,
It's in athletics.
athletics? Oh, okay.
Yep. Number's 15 for you.
Yeah, I get stuck.
You can see as Kroll tries to get through, and you can see that as he tries to get his hips, just like he's just like stuck there.
It's like here.
As
like,
he's stuck and you are at the front of this, you can see what looks like some kind of a translucent being that is sitting on a chair not but 25 feet away from where your head is popping out, looking directly at you. You can see that this person has what looks like long flowing whitish hair. His eyes are sunken in, skin looks decrepit. You can see, you're seeing through this, they have kind of like a bluish translucent hue to them. You can see as they stand up, and you can see what looks like a sword on one side, and you can see what looks like a shield on their back. And you can see what looks like their hand reaches out, and it looks like they're walking towards you.
like he's looking. It doesn't look hostile in any way.
Not seemingly, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out that circle ring and like just kind of have it in front of myself as I kind of try to move out of this hole.
Yep, you definitely get out of this hole, and as you do so, you notice like no one's coming behind you. You're like, what the as you turn and like look, peek, you can see Kroll is like stuck back there. As you turn and kind of peek, you can see that this spectral spirit is like right next to you. And you can see as he leans down, and you can see as what looks like a spectral hand reaches through.
Towards me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna touch it.
Can you have Rudy kick his ass?
You would deny my help, you a guest in my domain.
I think he's a friend, actually. Surprising.
I haven't turned down someone from entering in over 100 years. Perhaps today's the first.
You watch as the hand is slowly starting to reach back.
It's a spectral hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying to push through.
And Rudy's gonna kick him too.
Can I apologize for my friend's ignorance?
He ignores you. That's a 27 to grab you.
Oh, crit. Nope.
You watch as he just like roughly grabs him through, and you can see as he just like looks and just says, "Warriors had much better manners in my day." You can see as he just goes back to his chair and goes to sit once again.
All right, I'm gonna follow in.
You easily crawl through. No issues. Who's behind him?
Probably Rudy.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go last.
Olgan gets through, no problem.
Yep. I'll go through after everyone's gone.
You can see as this guy sits down, you can see that he puts a leg over one, and you can see as it looks like he's about to say something to you guys. That's where we'll end the session.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Whoever was still here watching us, we appreciate it. We will catch you on the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Stay lucky.
Thanks.
All righty.